2 special fried rice and 2 sweet and sour chicken balls. 10 minutes. Thank you, sir. Bye.
아니 어떻게 이런 걸 갖다 팔고 그래? 사람들한테 주기라고.
Wait a minute,
이 안에서 있잖아. 뭐가 걸어간다고. 이 안에서 걸어가. 손 봐봐. 손 봐봐. 손 뭐가 들었어? 나야. 이런 거 사람들한테 팔고 죽으려고. 손 어떻게 정말? 참. 아저씨 이거 좀 바꿔줘. 이거 좀 바꿔달라고. 어떻게 사람들한테 팔는데? 자, 내가 보여줄게. 어떻게 이런 거 갖다 사람들한테 팔고 그래 정말. 빨리 돈 바꿔줘. 그런 거라서 정말. 조심해.
Two stew chicken and 2 boiled rice. That's for you, sir.
Is it?
Bon appetit.
Yes, right. Thanks very much.
Just so long as it's established, I'm not happy with the arrangement, that's all.
Have you seen this? They found a mummified caveman inside a block of ice in Siberia. Perfectly preserved, he's over 12,000 years old. He's a spitting image of Mr. Meldrew.
I've forgotten what he did with that tortoise that was entrusted to his care. Ran straight out the back and started toasting it on a garden fork. The little bugger. I mean, we might just as well go away for the week and ask the Terminator to come in and water our plants. Sleep a lot easier.
Did you hear me? Look!
Where?
Next to the advert.
I can see the picture of Mr. Meldrew. Where's the mummified caveman?
I told you not to go to that one by the canal. They've had the pest controller in there 3 times this year, to my knowledge.
Pest control need the Piper of Camden. And I notice those women are still hanging about in there. Might as well stick a red light over the front door and be done with it.
What? Prostitutes?
Prostitutes? I didn't know whose price list to ask for first. Skirts up to their nostrils, you know damn well they're not waiting for crispy duck. Yeah, I've got evidence against them on both counts this time.
What evidence?
Exhibits A and B. Let's see what the Trading Standards Department has to say about that.
Lucky no one was wearing them.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, by the way, your brother Alfred phoned from the airport. He says he wants to do a bit of shopping in London tomorrow. He'll get here about 3. sounded a bit dopey. Says jet lag, I expect.
That would be jet lag. He's always dopey. You see, when you ring him up, his voice sounds as distant as anything, and he can't hear a word you're saying.
Well, that's because it's an international line.
That's because he's holding the phone upside down. I told you, if you ever wondered what it was like to be trapped in a house with Stan Laurel for 2 weeks, you're about to find out.
You can at least make a bit of effort while he's here. I would have thought after 25 years you'd be thrilled to bits.
You lose touch with people, Margaret. We've nothing in common anymore. It's just one of those awful family rituals where you're both too embarrassed to act.
Hello. Oh, I hope we're not interrupting. Just thought we'd drop the keys round and talk you through a couple of things for next week.
Oh, right. Well, come through to the sitting room. I'll get my notepad. We're all at 6s and 7s ourselves here because Victor's brother's over from New Zealand to stay with us for a fortnight. Oh! Huh?
You well?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, so you've got your computer, yeah? You've got your database software package, your laser printer, your fax, your photocopier, and your costume. Oh, and we mustn't forget your warranty agreement, must we? Memo, get Samantha to organise a 3-year extended warranty agreement for Mr. Victor Meldrew on his M240 computer package. Okay, then. I just need 3 signatures from you and a small cheque, I'm afraid.
Right. How much was it again?
£7,962.45, if you could, please. Oh, and we mustn't forget your service contract, must we? Memo, get Samantha to organise a service agreement for Mr. Victor Meldrew, 2 years from date of purchase. Oh, lovely wallpaper, I must say. That's magic, sir. Thank you very much. I'll just give you a receipt. What's this? Is this some sort of joke or what?
A joke, sorry?
The signature. It says, "You daft, dawdling old arsehole."
No, I think that's what you called me last week, wasn't it? When you nearly carved me up in that dual carriageway?
Last week.
I was driving along a steady 50 when you suddenly shot up my backside in your company Sierra, flashed your lights, and virtually ran my back bumper for 3 miles. When you did overtake, that's what you shouted through the passenger window. Noting your firm's details on the car door, I took the liberty of inviting you round here today, just so as I could deliberately waste your time for the best part of an entire morning.
I knew I'd seen your face before. I thought it was that mummified caveman in the papers. I have 5 other appointments this morning.
Oh, well, better get through them. Memo. Get Samantha to organize a new brain for me as quickly as possible, where I can learn to drive and not be a complete bastard to everyone else on the road. You could just bugger off out of it if you'd be so kind.
And your wallpaper stinks.
things again. You'll come a cropper one of these days, carrying on like a one-man vigilante patrol.
Just going to give the front lawn a wee trim. Are you sure you don't want me to pick up Alfred this afternoon?
No, I'm going in anyway. I think I'll recognize him.
Well, if you have any trouble, look for a man wearing a small grey hat, smoking a pipe, who's forgotten to put his trousers on.
A good idea not to tap your pipe out on your hat, Alfred. Not while it's still alight.
Sorry?
How's your coast stupid, by the way? Okay?
Dreadful. There's nothing but bump and shake about all the way in. Can you find a place for this, you think?
Yes, I think we can.
Only there was nowhere else to be sick. I don't believe it.
Morning. I forgot to give you my... my sister's phone number in case of emergency.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's pretty run-of-the-mill stuff, really. He was mowing the front room carpet. Not normal for him on a Monday, isn't it? Probably planting begonias in the video recorder by now. Even as we speak.
I suppose that packet of condoms in a mousetrap was still lying on the cheese board.
I'm afraid it was. Well, better take a good look at the house, darling. Could be the last time you see it in its present form.
Is there any more crap you want to sling over people's guards? Yes, you. The one who's at a bottom pinched by Edward Scissorhands. This is the front lawn of a bloody can recycling plant. Why don't you train him to empty his potty over the front doorstep while you're at it? Bloody police bombos.
I'll bet Adrian's Carlin Blackburn. You mucky little pup, ain't ya? Hi there. Look on the brush.
Auntie Gertie escaped again the other week.
Yes, you said in your last letter.
Sorry?
You said so in your last letter.
I don't think I did I?
Yes, you did, yes.
Sorry?
Yes, you did.
Sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I don't think I said she'd actually escaped. I said she tried to escape.
No, you said she'd actually escaped, but they managed to capture her again by dropping a large net from a helicopter.
I don't remember telling you that.
Well, how would I know about it then?
Sorry?
How do I know about it?
Right. As this is a special occasion, I thought we might push the boat out for a change and have a little glass of something. Ah.
Not with the barbiturates, I won't. Thank you, Margaret.
But you know, it gives me colic.
Oh, right. Well, here's to you both anyway. Cheers.
Cheers.
So how are you coping now, Victor? Bit of a big one, isn't it? Retirement, suddenly being thrown onto the scrap heap of life, a prisoner in your own home with no prospects, no purpose, nothing left to live for. It's not getting you down, I hope.
No, not at all. Most of the time I sit in that chair over there all day long, just laughing. Doing cartwheels in the stairs with sheer delight. But Margaret will tell you. And I'm not retired. I'm just between jobs.
Sorry?
Oh, God, I'll go and get a parrot.
The moment I heard the news, I said to Marion, I've got to save up to go back there. His life was miserable and empty enough to start with. He'll need me there to cheer him up.
Right. And now here you are, large as life.
Yeah, you find you have to be more philosophical about things now, Victor. Not be so hot-headed.
Yes, that sound advice coming from a man who goes about with his hat on fire.
You mustn't get suicidal. Who's suicidal? Sorry? Who's suicidal? And no use pretending, is it? You've been looking gloomy and fed up since the minute I set foot inside your house.
Yes, funny that.
It can only mean I've got here just at the right moment. Excuse me, just a second, would you?
What the bloody hell's he up to this time? Sounds like someone tearing the Barbican down. Oh. I can't take much more of this. It's like having Mad Max round to stay. Go in the morning and buy some tranquilizer darts at this rate. Don't tell me he accidentally napalmed his underpants. Not this time.
Said he got up to go to the loo and saw this weird man coming towards him wearing a ghostly shroud. Hurled the alarm clock at him in a panic and then realized it was the mirror on the wardrobe door. I said I'll sweep it up in the morning and to watch where he treads.
2 whole weeks we've got of this. I'm not going to be able to last the course. I swear it. 2 whole weeks. Halfway. I might just make it yet. Where is it? Voice activated setting, that's the one.
I'm back.
Where have you been? I thought you'd flushed yourself down the toilet in error.
Sorry?
Where have you been? We thought you'd flushed yourself down the lavatory in error.
What's that for?
Because I'm tired of having to repeat myself every time I say something to you.
Sorry?
Because I'm tired of having to repeat myself every time I say something to you.
If you spoke up a bit in the first place, I might be able to hear you. Never did open your mouth properly.
Oh, did you get your parcel from the post office?
What parcel's this, then?
I was going to bring it over myself, but you know how things get broken on planes? So I sent it airmail. Something I think you might be interested in. You know I've been doing quite a bit of research into our ancestry down there. Our great-great-grandfather was a New Zealander, of course. Well, last year, I got a letter from a Mrs. Glenister in Christchurch, who was a very distant cousin, apparently. Said she had come into possession of some of great-great-grandpa Meldrew's personal effects, and would I be interested? Now, bear in mind this item is over 150 years old and it's very delicate. And I think you'll find it rather fascinating.
What is it?
It's his scarf. I have to say, when I first laid eyes on it, I couldn't believe the family resemblance. Uncanny, isn't it? The line of the forehead, particularly. They could be twins.
Yes, there is a certain likeness, now you point it out, especially down this side.
For goodness sake, last week I was a mummified cape and I'm a bloody walking skeleton.
I brought some of those photos over as well. I thought we might have a look through after tea. Not sure which case I put them in now.
This is a charming little keepsake, isn't it? Man's a walking disaster area. And you wondered why I didn't want him to come and stay with us? You'd think the day he flew out, New Zealand must have declared a national holiday. Never did get on as brothers, even when we were young. Should have thinking to have got the message by now.
What message?
In the name of God, go.
And that apparently was Granny Gosling when she was in service to the Duke of Norfolk. Grandad's second from the right.
Yes. Oh, is that your mother she's holding?
Yes, she'd have been about 6 months old there.
Well, I don't want to seem rude, but, dear, I think I'm going to have to go up. I'll leave you two to your memories. I'll see you in the morning. Good night, Alfred.
Yes, night, Margaret. Huh. You remember this? Church parade. Armistice Day, 1937. I was in the Scouts, you were in the Wolf Cubs. Mum drew rings round our faces. We were tickled pink in those days to see our photos in the paper. And that was when we were still living in Dibley Street. You remember? The 5 of us in that little terraced house at the top of the hill. The smell of Dad's homemade beetroot wine festering in the scullery. They reckoned it used to knock budgies off their perch up to 3 streets away.
Yes, and our bedroom is right over the top of it.
Yeah, and you remember that special way Granny used to have of cooking the Brussels that made them taste as if they'd been boiled in soap?
Yes, the very thought of it makes you feel quite sick. My God, who's that?
That was you. November the 3rd, 1936.
You're right, I do look like a skeleton.
No, I think you're wearing a Guy Fawkes mask.
Oh, yes, so I was. I remember that year. Wasn't that when the Catherine wheel fell off of the fence onto my school cap, and everyone could see it except me? And I went around with my hat on fire. Would you like another bit of lemon?
Yes, that would be nice. Thank you.
Excuse me, love. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. You couldn't do us a massive favour. We've just finished relaying the pavement round the back here and it needs a good hosing down. Get rid of the mess. Do you think I could just borrow your tap for a few minutes?
Yes, sir, you're right.
Cheers. Now, there is no doubt at all in your mind, is there? It was definitely him.
I told you. Melanie saw him do it. Said he was an old geezer in a cap. Looked like that mummified caveman in the paper.
We'll see how he likes nasty things being put through his letterbox. Okay. Stick it well through. I'll go and turn it on.
Alf, are you up yet, or do you want this in bed? Where's he wandered off to, then? It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
He's gone.
Gone? Gone where?
Gone home.
Gone? What's this?
After you went to bed last night, he came downstairs for a drink and accidentally knocked that dictaphone onto the floor.
If you wonder why they wanted to come and stay with us, you should think the day he flew out, Monsieur must have declared a national holiday. We never dingered on his brothers, even when we were young. I thought you'd got the message by now.
What message?
In the name of God, go!
Now, cheer up. Like he says in his letter, it'll be another 25 years before he bothers you again.
Safe to open my eyes, yes?
It's fine. Everything's in one piece, exactly as we left it. I told you it'd be all right.
Copper that. No, I haven't overwatered after all. I'm dreading coming back and finding that the whole... What in the name of bloody hell? Who's done this? Who the bloody hell? Get a spirit pump.
a good week?
Sorry, Mr. Meldrew?
You think you were good? Something the matter?
There was one slight, small question that was bothering me, yes, but I don't suppose it really matters much, one way or the other.
What question's that?
I was just wondering how you're going to get the end of this hose pipe out of your bottom.
They say I might as well face the truth, but I am just too long in the tooth. I started to deteriorate, and now I've passed my own sell-by date. Oh, I am no spring chicken, it's true. I have to pop my teeth into chew, and my old knees have started to knock. I've just got too many miles on the clock.